Hello lovelies and welcome to my channel. How are you today? So today's video I am doing how I did my makeup in high school tag. For me it's gonna kind of be in between high school and community college. When I was in high school I didn't really get into makeup a whole lot until junior and senior year because I joined the theater club, the drama club. I did acting, I did backstage work, and before every performance, we are getting all made up. There was a girl who did other students' makeup, and I think it was then when I kind of just started seeing all these kind of products this girl had, and I just decided to start wearing makeup and trying it out and everything. But it wasn't really until community college when I really started doing a lot of makeup and started teaching myself. Disclaimer, there's no one in my family who does makeup. My mom wasn't really into makeup, so I really had to learn and go through all those bad trials on my own, figure things out, what works for me, what didn't work for me. So for me, I think makeup has always kind of been a form of escape, especially coming out of middle school. I was bullied, and going into high school, all I wanted to do was fit in somewhere, find a place where I belonged, and that was a theater. When we started doing makeup, I just felt like I belonged more, and I liked how you could totally change how you look and hide things and kind of mask your insecurities and things like that. I do love makeup because it is still a form of expression for me. In high school and community college, it really changed because when I was a senior in high school, my dad was diagnosed with cancer. And the spring of 2007, that was my senior year. That was right after my dad was diagnosed. That year, just everything changed. And then when I went into community college, I was going through depression and kind of accepting that my dad was gonna die. And then when I was 20, when I went back to community college, my makeup took a turn there too. So yeah, I just kind of want to give you a little bit of a background of how I was in makeup. I fell in love with it really more so 4 years ago when I had a roommate who was into cosplay, and she did this amazing cat liner, cat wing. God, I know these terms now. And I really just started to embrace makeup even more and learn more about it just in these past 4 to 5 years. So I'm still growing. So if you think my makeup is still bad now, boy, are you in for a treat, because I didn't know what I was doing. I grew up in a small town when I went to high school and elementary school. I lived in that town my whole entire life, still do. It's a small town, no Sephora, no MAC. The only access I had to makeup was Long Drugs, which is now known as CVS. It was a very small Christian-ish town. Not a lot of people experimented with makeup, and for a while I was very kind of self-conscious of it. My friends weren't ever into makeup or anything, so I was really just flopping around like a fish trying to figure things out. So I'm gonna stop talking now, and I'm gonna start doing this makeup tag. Now, I did go to Walgreens and I picked up some of the same products I have used before, and mind you, this is probably in history ever the least amount of products I have ever used for my face. Yeah, it's really bad. Okay, so first, when I was in high school, my hair was brunette. My natural hair color is this dark brown that by the time community college came around, I just wasn't a fan of. I didn't feel like it went with my skin tone, didn't go with trying my personality. Again, I was in a weird place end of high school, between 17 and 20, bad times, weird place. And so after high school, when I was 17, I got highlights and I went blonde. Worst mistake one of the worst mistakes ever was when my hairstylist, not my hairstylist, a hairstylist told me that red wouldn't go with my skin tone because I originally wanted to go red and she said no, go blonde. And I stupidly listened to her, and I think I can pull off red quite well. I'm burgundy, you know, different hair color than last video, but so kind of going back with being blonde, mind you, these products are, yeah, okay, we'll just dive right on into this. No primer, no corrector, no highlight, no brows, like seriously, nothing. You kids growing up today are kind of lucky to have YouTube, and some of the kids I see in Sephora I kind of hate because they're like 9 or 10 getting a naked palette, and I'm like, go to the drugstore. And by the way, my God, drugstore prices have really just went up, up, up. Okay, let's go to foundation. Okay, so foundation. I used these wedge sponges to apply my foundation from Studio Beauty. For my foundation now, I did use CoverGirl True Blend in probably the second lightest shade. But since CoverGirl was $11, they didn't have a sale going on, I went to this foundation that I did use, I think, after True Blend. So I was still in high school when I used this, but I went for this one because Maybelline was having a sale at Walgreens. And sorry, Walgreens put these stickers on it, but this is the Maybelline like Dream Magic Mousse. Okay, so Maybelline Dream Magic Mousse, Classic Ivory, which now they have a porcelain light one, and I don't think that existed when I was, you know, doing my makeup when I was 16, 17 years old. I haven't used this like, well, in like 10 years. So we'll see how this goes. I think this is gonna be way too dark. Scooped it like this and it kind of just like falls out there. Okay, let's see. Hopefully I don't break out or anything. Now, I think this color was going to be a lot darker, but I don't think it's that bad. Now, the trickiest part is I didn't really blend, like, so no primer underneath, no nothing, just this. Oh, sorry, Nana. I didn't really go and blend in my neck. I didn't do that too well. Really, the only makeup advice my mom would tell me is like, oh, you need to blend this out to your neck. So that much she knew, which was surprising because she didn't even wear foundation. So I did put a lot on when I was in high school. I did have a lot of redness, a lot of acne going on, but when I was in community college, I basically wore no foundation because I started Accutane, and I didn't feel the need to have foundation on because my skin was great when well, kind of great. It was really dry, but great after Accutane. Now, I'm going to do something I did in my senior year prom photo. So, I don't have a digital copy of it, but I believed that foundation was really to really cover up acne spots. And to the naked eye, my forehead totally looked fine. And then getting the picture back, my forehead was beet red, so I didn't apply foundation on my forehead because I didn't know, like, when you take a picture with the flash on, the makeup enhances redness, like everything is kind of just like magnified. So I'm not gonna put foundation on my forehead because I didn't, at least for my prom photo. So that's fun to look at every now and then. Okay, so eyes, no primer. And I don't know if this was like a thing or if I just didn't know, but you know, in today's world, I use like 3 or 4 or 5 different eyeshadows on my eye. Not in high school, it was only one shadow. I like didn't know to put stuff into the crease, or that you could. I just thought it was one eyeshadow on the eye. Now, okay, when I used this in high school, no primer. I felt like it didn't need a primer to begin with because this stayed on like all day. It stayed on. And this is the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Amber Rush. I went through like 3 or 4 of these in high school and a little bit of community college, and I have used this every once in a while, but I used this up so much. This was like the only shadow I used. That and some Milani shadows, which they don't make anymore. They were baked eyeshadows. There was this gold one I was quite fond of, especially in community. I did find the old one in my house, but decided not to bring it and use it because it's like 10 years old. So I used Milani a lot, but they don't make the products anymore. It's totally different now than it was. So I think I just used my finger because I might have used those, you know, those spongy things that still come in palettes, especially in the drugstore. So I'm just gonna use my finger and just kind of went all over the lid. Did not go past the crease, and there's no such thing as blending, so I guess I kind of did go in the crease a little bit, but I didn't like, yeah, okay, that's good, I think. God. So really, the only makeup I really focused on was eyeshadow. That was the one I did a lot of. That was like my go-to, was always doing an eye look, was to do eyeshadow. Was my favorite because especially in community college, I felt like my skin was clear enough so I didn't need foundation, and I was kind of like paranoid about putting foundation on after going through this Accutane routine, like afraid like my skin was gonna freak out. If there was any fallout, I left it. Lips. No brow. Oh wait, no. I did eyeliner. Oh my god. I don't think this was in high school. I think I was too self-conscious to do this in high school. But for community college, definitely I loaded up on eyeliner. So I wasn't gonna spend $10 on a Maybelline eyeliner, but I think I used Maybelline, Milani, or L'Oreal, just whichever. I went through a stage of using brown liner because I read it in a magazine. Brown went great with blue eyes, so for a while I used brown, but I distinctly remember using black. So I'm gonna go in with my ColourPop eyeliner. Great eyeshadow there. Okay, so eyeliner. Now, cat liner didn't exist or anything, to my knowledge. It was just
kind of like a sloppy draw on here.
So yeah, I drew on that eyeliner quite thick on the top. It was like, you know, I wanted shadow to be seen when I have my eyes open, but at the same time, I put on eyeliner so all you could see was eyeliner on me. Okay, the waterline. So, you know, I'm going to pause this, do it, and come back because I can't. It's just going to take too long and it'll be like a reveal. I went like full raccoon eye underneath. Thought I was the coolest. I guess I was trying to be like an emo or something. I don't know. So yeah, I didn't go all the way in the tear duct on the top or the bottom. Not that you should do this like that on the bottom, except for your waterline. And then sometimes I did try to connect the top and the bottom there. God, this is just like, that is, I mean, I know raccoon liner I was in, and a lot of people pulled it off, I guess, in that time. But being up against my pale ass skin, oh god, no. Okay, guys, one last step. I didn't do blush. I don't recall doing blush. No blush, no highlight, no brows, no mascara. I don't think, I couldn't remember. I don't think I did mascara because my eyes were just not the greatest. I only really went ham with one shadow on the lid, and now my lipstick. I don't even think I wore a lipstick in high school. All the way all because when I was in the 3rd grade. It wasn't even the 3rd grade. It was summer school. Do kids still do summer school? 3rd grade going into the 4th, I think. I wore this lipstick I got as a gift from my mom's friend. It was a beautiful, like rose packaging. It was like gold, had all these like rose flowers on it. Some of them were blue, and it was like this really, really muted rose pink lipstick. And that was my first makeup product ever, and I wish I still had the tube or something. I don't think I do. And I wore it to 3rd, going into 4th grade summer school, and the teacher, who wasn't a permanent teacher at the school or anything, she was a sub, she made me take off the lipstick, like in front of the class. She's like, 3rd graders don't wear lipstick. You're too young to wear lipstick. And it was like the most sheer basic pink ever, muted pink ever. And because of that, I felt so self-conscious of wearing lipstick, even when I was in high school. Because it was like the school situation, and since that happened at school, I'm like, okay, I'm just not gonna wear makeup at all to school. So thank you, bitch, for that lack of confidence. So in high school, that kind of just made me not want to wear makeup, even though that was so long ago. And then when I was in community colleges, when I was really like, fuck it, I'm on my own now, I'm wearing whatever I want. So the lipstick I wore, and I probably went through 3 tubes of this, was Maybelline Nearly There. Again, for a while I only did very like beigey, neutral, basic shades. God, I didn't even do like a red lip until like 4 years ago. Well, occasionally 4 years ago. I really didn't start wearing like all the time bold lips until 2 years ago. I wore Nearly There like all the time, and I had to go buy it because I couldn't find the one I already have. So this is a pretty shade, and I think I do still love this shade, but why did I wear it with this? Because it's just, well, maybe I was, I known I was following the rule of bold eye, easy tame nude lip. But literally, I think like even without any makeup or anything, this lip color is like a lip color that'd make me look dead. But I loved this lip color too. Jeez, can like it's nearly on there, barely on there. It should be called Barely There. So you know what, that does it. That was the makeup I did in high school and kind of in community college. So I hope this was entertaining, useful, no, just entertaining. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys do think my makeup is a lot better now. I think it is, because from this, you know, that to what I wear now, I think I've come a long way. So thanks for watching. Be kind to one another, and I'll see you next time. Bye.